Yo, MDP, that's me, and welcome to my top 10 wish list for The Sims 4. Pets is coming out, and big patch just went through for everyone that is not patched yet. Take your mods out, back up, do all that necessary stuff. But this is going to be about what I want for The Sims 4. Moving forward in its series, and some of it may be like, I doubt they can make this for this game. Some of this might be more practical, but here they are. Number 1, to be able to pick up Sims. Should be easy, right? We could do it in Sims 2. We could do it in Sims 3 with the move objects on cheat. Why can't we do it in the Sims 4? I don't know. That would be I would think would just be some coding, right? You just put in a line of code and you'd be able to do it. I'm not an expert on that, but that just feels like something that we should be able to do. And I feel like that would be an easy thing for Maxis to put up. Because this is a problem for storytellers right now in The Sims 4, although we have the pose player and we have the teleporter to be able to teleport our Sims to an area, we still can't pick up the Sims. We still can't do it. It doesn't make sense to me. So that is my easy number 1. Number 2, cars. Cars! 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 Okay, so let's talk about cars. Do I think it's going to be like Sims 3? No, you're not going to be able to drive around the neighborhood because the worlds in Sims 4 aren't big enough to do that. Obviously, it's not open world. Do I think it should be like Sims 2 where you can at least drive to work? You know, get in your car, back it up, and then drive to the endest point of the street, and then the car disappear and all stuff like that. Yes, I see no reason why it can't be like that. Now, in San Mishona, however you say the city living world, obviously there's not streets to be able to drive, so I think that will be a little bit different because you're not going to be able to do that. Maybe the car has to be in the Sims inventory because obviously we wouldn't have the ability to have garages. But that's another thing. Garage doors. Garage doors. Why not? I mean, this could be a guy pack, you know, for our dudes to have, you know, like the diesel pack was a lot for the guy Sims in Sims 3. Why can't we have something like that for the Sims 4? Simply cars, garage doors. I would be so happy. Super happy. The happiest customer ever. Just for that. Trace. Have private conversations. 2 Sims that you want to talk, and you do not want the group animation of all the townies in the whole area coming to talk with your 2 Sims that you just want talking. Just 2 Sims. So that should be something practical to add in. It should not, you know, your Sims having a conversation with another Sim. It's a private conversation. They're not inviting people they do not know to have a conversation with them. Realistically, that makes more sense, correct? So I would like that, the ability to have a private conversation, because I find that when I was taking screenshots for Sims 4 Hot Mess, I would have Eleanor and Cassius talking, and then suddenly a whole mass of townies would come over and ruin all my screenshots, so I'd have to make them go away. I'd have to do the animation of go away, and they would eventually go away, but sometimes they would come back. So that is very annoying. I want to be able to have a private conversation. You hear me, Maxis? A private conversation between 2 Sims. Number 4. This one is something that I really want. And I no doubt it's in plans to make, but it's university. So one of my favorite Sims 2 expansion packs. I never had the Sims 3 University, but still, Sims 2 was the very first expansion pack to the Sims 2, and it added a life stage, and it was amazing. It's still amazing. It's one of my favorites. I think it's number 2 or 3 on my favorites of the expansion packs. And it's also the running joke between me and 13 Pumpkin that when my Sims go to university, they never come out. So I would like university. And I would like it to be a little bit like get to work in the sense for grade school. Because I would like more than just university. I would like a grade school. I would like a high school. I know there's the mod out there, but I don't want a mod. I want it to be in the game. I want the ability for my kids to go to school, and for you to go to school with them. So yeah, Although I don't play a lot of kids, but this might make me play the child life stage more. And for teens, why can't they go to high school? And then university, plain university, that's fine. The Sims 3 University, everybody had fun, I heard. Everybody really liked it. So I see that this is something that they should be able to do because Get to Work. They were able to do that with Get to Work. They should be able to do it with grade school, high school, things like that. I see no reason why not, So, schools. Schools pack. Life of School, Get to School, that type of name for an expansion pack. Letty number 5, Playable Jobs. I think, and I really think this should be something they should be able to do, because obviously with Get to Work, this was opened up. The ability to actually go to work with your Sims. So I don't understand why they don't go ahead and make a game pack that unlocks all the careers that's already in the game to be able to go to work with them. I know that would probably make the game bigger in size, but you know what? It would be worth it. This is something they could add. Firefighter is something missed from The Sims 3. I really want a military career. Really want it. In Sims 2, the Grunt family, it's all about the military career. Love it. I don't know a person who doesn't love it. It's amazing. Politician career would be awesome. In City Living, they added the protesting. They added the podiums to be able to speak at. Let's have a politician career. 13 Pumpkin came up with a really good one. Journalism and newscasting. Wouldn't it be amazing to go to a news studio and your Sim be on the nightly news? Come on! That would be awesome. So, more playable jobs at least, or at least unlock all of the jobs that are already in the game to be able to go to work with. That's something they should have completely added when they did make Get to Work. So, that is my bloody number 5. Number 6. Neighborhood graveyards. Sims 2. We were able to have community lots that were graveyards. Dedicated to graveyards. Sims were able to visit. You were able to send your tombstones there. So, Sims 3, they were graveyard lots too. So, why is it lacking in Sims 4? Obviously, you're going to have a lot of dead people. Especially your legacy players who go through 12 legacies of families. There's going to be dead grandparents and descendants and ancestors and all that jazz. You're going to need to put those tombstones somewhere, right? So, graveyards. Needed. Deeply needed, Maxis. Deeply needed. Ta-da! Boathouses. I'm sure that they're going to have some type of water neighborhood world island paradise thing in the works, because we still can't swim in the water in the ocean unless they're pools. So that's something that's been pointed out by a lot of Sims 4 players, is they really want to be able to swim in the lakes and the rivers and the ocean and that sort of thing. And I believe if that ever comes up in an expansion pack, a stuff pack, a game pack, whatever, however they want to do it, boathouses. Boathouses. That would be pretty simple to make, right? I don't know, they have a floating lot, and then you make a house on it. Okay, that works for me. That's just an idea, Maxis. Just an idea. Number 8. This is something that I am really passionate about. We have the ability to make retail lots, right? But we cannot make a retail lot that also has, a nightclub in it. We cannot make one that, for instance, Crypto Nightclub. I want it to be able, because I redid make it, my version of it, from The Sims 2 to Sims 4. And that's up for download on the gallery. I think it is. It should be. But it is a nightclub that has a restaurant, that has a retail store in it. That's how I made it for Sims 2, and it works for Sims 2. But it cannot work for Sims 4. So, I want community lots to be able to have multiple types of businesses. That's probably something far-fetched. I don't know. To me, it shouldn't be. You should be able to do it. And I've always wondered if I could do it with cheating way, when I originally made the lot, make it a retail lot, and then, change the lot type to nightclub to a restaurant, see if that will work, because then you can unlock the, the register and stuff for it. But I haven't really tried that, and I'm kind of scared that would actually break a lot. So that is something I really want, and that's why it's farther down on my list, but because it's something that's probably a little bit more far-fetched. But be able to have a business that is multiple types. Please, please, pretty please.
Number 9.
This one is something that Simmers really want. And Maxis did show us some kindness by putting in toddlers, right? Kindness, I say. It should have been in base game. But, preteen life stage. This is something we all want, right? We want to have a diverse from child to teen, because our child is like down here, and then our teens are suddenly up here. Right now, our teens are the same height and everything as an adult. So if we cannot have a preteen life stage, Maxis, can we at least have teens that don't look like adults? I mean, honestly, can it be revised? Can we make them just a wee bit shorter? I know that kind of messes with meshing, and that's probably why they did it that way. That way they could, use less time, right? A little bit of laziness in there for the meshing purposes of not making multiple meshes for one more life stage. We need preteen. We need preteen. It's about time, right? We're 4th generation in Sims 3. Did we get a new life stage? No. So we need a new life stage added, because the rest of them are the same life stages that we had in Sims 2. Young adult was a life stage in Sims 2 that came with, again, University, first expansion pack. So we need a preteen life stage. If that cannot be done in Sims 4, Maxis, it does need to be done in Sims 5, because that's something that is needed. Lord and behold, we have number 10. Create a world. Now, obviously, not like Sims 3, not like Sims 2, where Sims 2 actually had this SimCity 4 to be able to use to make neighborhoods. Sims 3 got to create a world, so you were able to do that. Sims 4, Maxis has pretty much told us that they don't want us to mess with how their worlds are designed. That's why we're not allowed to have apartments in other cities besides San Myshono. That defeats the purpose of The Sims, where we're able to do whatever we want, right? I mean, the whole life simulation thing, that's what they've always said, is to be able to have the most creative community, to be able to do anything they want. Not in Sims 4. No, in Sims 4, we're not allowed to play with that. We're not allowed to make our own neighborhoods. Yes, they gave us Newcrest that was empty lots. Woo! Newcrest is small. It does probably have the most lots that I think in all of the, all of them. Besides, City Living did come with apartments, so they was able to have, more apartments, lots, whatever. But still, we're not able to have what we want. We're not allowed to make what we want. We are limited when we're supposed to be unlimited. So if we cannot create a world, can we have more outdoor retreat locations? Because we got 1 vacation area. When in Bon Voyage, we got 3. In World's Adventures, I think we also got 3. And one of those was Egypt, which was amazing, So we haven't had like an Asian fusion thing. I mean, besides the City Living clothing, which I absolutely hated that expansion pack's clothes. That's for a different video. But still, that's been about all the Asian in the game. And in Asia, we have a lot of sim players, so I imagine they're like, hey, where's our representation, So that's something that they could do in a vacation. More outdoor retreat locations. Now, I would also like more empty lot, neighborhoods, worlds, whatever they call them in Sims 4. They're always called neighborhoods to me because I'm a Sims 2er. But more empty ones. I mean, we got Newcrest. But more of those. And also more themed worlds that are still empty. Because I think Simmers would really love a farming community. especially those that play like the medieval challenge. And, they have to deal with paved roads when they want dirt roads. That's something that's missing, is the ability to decorate your neighborhoods how you want them decorated. And, in Sims 2, still going strong, and there's so many modders out there for the communities. And I say modders because, yes, I understand there's going to be limitations to the games, but this is something that they could actually give us. They could actually give us a futuristic map also to play with. They could give us, I guess with pets, that could be a little bit of a pirate town. I don't know. From the looks of it, it looks like it's on a bay, so it could be like a little bit of a pirate town. They could give us all kinds of themed worlds. We have the alien planet, we have the vampire world, and those are all cool, although the vampire neighborhood has like 5 lots, so yay. Could have 15, that way we can actually build more. So these are things that I see that we could have more of. Obviously, they don't want to put too much in the game, because one of the things about Sims 3 that was so bad in lag that it was hard ran on computers, and that's the number one complaint from Sims 3 to Sims 4 is, it's a little bit easier on the computer than Sims 3 was. But I can confess to that, considering I did have just the base game of Sims 3, and it did take 3 hours to load, and that was with like 2 pieces of CC. So I can confess to that. But we need to be able to make what we want, right? Play the game how it's supposed to be played, yes, but the problem is for the Sim community is we're all diverse. We want empty lot neighborhoods. That way we can build what we want to build. We want more theme maps because, we can't create our own world. So we need more theme maps, that way we're able to do it. So the easiest thing would be to make a create a world so we can do that ourselves. That way Maxis doesn't have to put that much thought into it. So, number 10, create a world. Do it. Just do it. So that was my top 10 for what I want for The Sims 4. What is your top 10? Leave it in the comments below. And give this video a like if you did like it, and subscribe. Hey, that would be cool. You can follow me at MDPthatsme.tumblr.com, or also at hellhasspoken.proboards.com. I'll give all the links in the description below. And as always, happy simming.